Today I have suggestion topics about the country financials, ability of borrowing, how amount of country can be borrowed to another country. So the most cases in the developed countries, the most countries that have achieving to gain more borrowing. So we're here to going to look about the what fact that it tends to be the country, developing country, most time taking borrowing for long time. Why? I'm going to look why seven reasons that's the most useful for that causing the country to drop the debt. Okay. Let's start. To start, seven reasons. I'm going to prove seven reasons for developing country why in most cases borrowing money for success before. Yeah, so you often hear in the news about the poor countries being in debt. In fact, the sad word debt and the potential for debt really has been political, topical, globally for decades, but that's less commonly talked about. Why developed countries even borrow money? Why? You can ask yourself, why the most developed countries borrow money? Why? If these countries are poor, why do they take the loans? If the countries are poor, maybe sometimes you can take the loan that can be afforded for that. Why? Let's explain for you or for seven reasons why the developed countries do most almost take the borrow. Okay. Let's go to the first reason. First reason, to compete for low tax levels. This is about the first reason why developing countries borrow money is because they lack the revenue they need. Governments need revenue in order to operate. They also need account to fund services such as healthcare, education, the military. So governments raise the majority of the 11-12 the taxes of the people and the businesses with additional income from more levies from certain goods or from duties in imports. Yeah. Many developing countries struggle to collect the taxes they need. Weak revenue collection systems combined with the often widespread tax avoidance means poor countries often have the revenue shortfall. In order to plug this gap, many developing countries are forced to borrow money. As are often having the effective tax collection system, many developing countries fail to collect the levies pressed on the goods, duties, or import. Porous borders, extensive smuggling, and corruption all prevent developing country governments from collecting the income they need. So this forces them to borrow money in order to continue to function as a whole country. So that is the first reason. That's why it tends to developing countries to take the loan. So second, because revenue is lost to corruption. Second reason why developing countries borrow money to compensate income lost into the corruptions. Developing countries generally have issues with this widespread corruption of the poorest country in the world. The majority are the most corrupt. Corruption in the fraud conducted by those in the power. These could be high-level politicians, symphony state found to provide bank accounts, or low-level officials taking bribes. Corruption is one of the major reasons why developing countries have to borrow money. Due to the significant loss of government revenue, due to the corruptions, poorer countries are forced to take loans to cover gaps that could be otherwise be filled. All government produce regular budget forecasting the money they expect to raise in their planned expenditure. However, developing countries often face a shortfall between their project revenue and their cost, as it can be impossible to predict how much income may be lost to corruption. As a result, this government must borrow money in order to meet their budget. So, let's go to the third reason why developing countries borrow money is to fund the infrastructure project. To fund infrastructure project, that's the one reason. That's why the most developing countries take their loans to fund infrastructure projects. So, infrastructure road projects like roads, railways, airports, utilities, and the telecommunication network is vital for national success. It is needed for moving people and goods swift and easy along the territory, as well as information to be shareable and the people to live quality lives. All nations not only need to build more modern infrastructure, but also need to maintain the infrastructure they have. This costs money. Developing countries generally lack the funds they need to build infrastructure. They also often have infrastructure that is not poor condition that needs to be updated. Across most poor nations, infrastructure is disparate and need to maintain. However, developing countries regularly need to borrow money in order to fund infrastructure improvement. Before taking loans, most developing countries will be unable to keep the infrastructure running. Poor countries often rely on the external fund to maintain infrastructure they have. Without borrowing money, most developing countries will see their infrastructure fail if they will have a enormous impact on economic growth and the ability of the nation's people their lives and do business. That is the third one reason. Let's see another reason for fourth reason. Developed countries need the money to run the basic services. That's another reason. That's the fourth reason. That's why it tends to push developed countries to take loans. As we have discussed, the developed countries struggle to raise revenue. They also lose significant portion of the money they do raise to corruption. However, developing countries still need to provide their citizens with the range of basic services like education, healthcare, policing, and defense are all required, as poor countries often have a shortfall in their budget. They need to take loans in order to fund their service. Citizens of any nation expect a degree of assistance from their state. Although in many poor countries, people expect and actually receive less from the government than people in each countries. The state in developing countries is still required to meet some of people's basic needs, as developing countries often don't have the money to do this. Many take loans to cover costs of running the program people require. And so let's go to the five reasons why the countries take loans in order to stabilize their economy. This is another reason for taking a loan. developing countries experience more financial crises than richer nations. Poor nations are more susceptible to economic and political turmoil. These crises can have an enormous effect on the economic of developing countries. Some developing countries take a loan to help stabilizing their finances and limit the impact of the economic shocks. And as we said, poor countries generally lack large revenue reserves. This means when economic crises hit, they do not have the financial capacity to stabilize their currencies, to prop up key enterprises, or provide emergency assistance to people impacted. As a result, they must often borrow money when economic crisis. Economies of developing countries, in most cases, can be significantly more unstable than those of richer countries. They have also lack resilience and adaptability. As a result, when the economic issues arise, poor country governments must often take the loans to ensure their economic feasibility. Sixth fund reason is to help to boost their economies. That's why they take to borrow money, is to help to boost their economies. Economic growth is key, lifting people out of the poverty. So, developing countries have a range of the methods that are at disposal to boost economic growth, and is one of the borrow money. That's why I take the borrow. One is to borrow money. That's why I take the borrow money to boost the economic growth. Okay. By taking loan, developing countries' governments increase their revenue. This allows them to fund the key projects such as infrastructure, healthcare, and education. And this turn can give boost to the country economies anyway. And also, some developed nations have prevented to economic growth built up to fund loan to increase their taxes revenue. Essentially, as a nation is got economic growth, people get richer, meaning there is more wealth to be taxed. This has then created a virtuous cycle by where the government had more funds to invest in further economic boosting the activity. This is seen as the major reason why developing countries borrow money. The last one, final why developing countries take loan will help them to rebuild following disasters in the conflict. Why? Poorer countries are more at risk of natural disasters such as earthquake, floods, famines, and extreme weather. This event causes widespread death and destruction. So, communities impacted by the natural disasters need assistance to recover. However, as we have discussed, developing countries' governments often lack significant funds. This means they are unable to use their own financial resources to rebuild after the disasters. As a result, they must often borrow money. As well as being more susceptible, the natural disaster developing countries also experience conflict. Poor community countries have higher rates of the internal armed violence and are more likely to face external military and interference. On result is of this that many developing countries experience widespread destruction as a result of the fighting in order to reconstruct these countries and often forced to take loan. Yeah. And also the lack of developing countries have to recover from natural disasters and armed conflict means that for them to be able to assist people in need and recover from crisis, they must raise money by borrowing. So that's all of them. The most seven factors that can reason. That's why developing countries, people countries in developing should take these loans. Yeah. That's the topics of today's. Another day we discuss about another. If the country, that developing country, it takes borrow, so why developing country already have a developing? Why otherwise it can also take the loans? Developing country take loans, even richer country take loan. Why? We will next pop up. Ciao on Mint TV. Share and subscribe. Don't forget.